Ladies and gentlemen, since when did the United States have interest in safeguarding, protecting our sovereignty? Let's not forget the history. Those who easily forget history are easily destroyed. For decades, the United States stood on the side of those who were out to perpetrate colonialism, those who were out to perpetrate apartheid. They supported the racist minority white government in southern Rhodesia, in what is now Zimbabwe. They stood by the apartheid regime in South Africa and Namibia. They supported Portuguese colonialism in Mozambique, in Angola, in Cape Verde. Since when did they support our sovereignty, our independence? When we were being bombed here, in Lusaka, in Chikumbi, by the white minority racist Rhodesians, where was the United States? Which side did they take? When the apartheid regime was killing our people in southern Angola, in the western province of Zambia, and even here in Lusaka, which side were they on? They were on the side of apartheid. Those who tried to advance African sovereignty, those who tried to promote and defend African independence, were killed. They killed Patrice Lumumba. This is not propaganda. Their own documents are revealing that. They are classifying documents now, which show clearly that they killed Patrice Lumumba. For what? For seeking a sovereign, peaceful, and independent Congo. His body was melted in sulfuric acid. Today, we do not know, or we do not have any remains of Patrice Lumumba. They overthrew Kwame Nkrumah simply for advancing, defending the sovereignty of Ghana. They killed Amilcar Cabral for seeking the independence of Guinea-Bissau. They killed Thomas Sankara for simply insisting on an independent and dignified Burkina Faso. Not very long ago, we saw on television screens the barbarous murder of Muammar Gaddafi. We know why Muammar Gaddafi was killed. Again, it was for defending the independence, the sovereignty of Africa. They have been against our sovereignty. They have killed our leaders. They have engineered so many military coups on the continent. Today, they are coming here to protect our sovereignty, to give us security. Security from who? The main threat to our sovereignty, the main threat to our security is them. Have they come here to protect us from themselves? We also know that all these wars fought on our continent, including the wars of colonizing our continent, was for minerals. Today, Zambia and Congo have 70% of the world's cobalt. A mineral so strategic to the 21st century technologies. That's what they're after. This is not new. This territory called Zambia today was colonized in 1891 by Cecil John Rhodes for minerals. We were not colonized for anything else but for minerals. And Cecil Rhodes had an army. He brought an army here, which was based in Kotakota, in what is now Malawi. Any African chief who refused to give Cecil Rhodes a concession to prospect and mine minerals was attacked with that army. Our Ngoni ancestors paid the highest price for simply telling Cecil Rhodes, over our dead bodies will you take our minerals and our land. In December 1897, that bandit army, that imperialist army from Kotakota attacked our people in the Chipeta, in what is now Eastern Province. The war lasted for 2 months, from December 1897 to the 4th of February 1898. Our people resisted, and they won some battles. Initially, they won the battle at the village of Induna Kapatamoyo. Cecil Rhodes' forces were badly defeated, but they regrouped, came and massacred everything that could move in that village, including chickens. For some good weeks, vultures descended on that village to eat the bodies of our people, to eat their animals, and other living things that killed there. They are back today. They want to come back today and do the same thing they did to our ancestors in 1897, in 1898. And let's not cheat ourselves. It's not only Patrice Lumumba they killed. It's not only Amilcar Cabral they killed. They also killed Commander Singo, the commander of the Ngoni warriors. They also killed 10,000 young Ngonis. And they went even further. They stole 10,750,000 Ngoni cattle, claiming they were compensating themselves for the war costs, war reparation costs. Compensating themselves for the war they started and the war they won. What is the difference with these who are coming today? For the same minerals, same behavior. The Cecil Rhodes brought an army. The United States also is bringing an army. Let's learn from history. Yes, we have nothing against the United States protecting itself, trying to secure themselves. But the security they are seeking themselves should also be extended to others. We should also feel secure as the US is trying to secure itself. The minerals they are trying to come and seek here are ours, given to us by the Creator. They were also given a lot. In fact, they have been given a lot on that subcontinent they occupy. They have more than what we have. Why do they want to come and take the little we have? Are they not tired? For centuries they have been looting the continent. They want to continue this in the 21st century again, and probably in the 22nd century. Let's wake up. Let's rise to the challenges of the 21st century. It gets dark sometimes, but the morning comes. our morning has come. Our eyes are open. Much more wider open than those of the Ngoni warriors. We are the descendants of those warriors. Over our dead bodies, will they set their base on this land? We repeat, over our dead bodies, will the USA have a military base on our soil? The Ngonis fought, will fight. That we pledge to the Ngoni warriors, to Commander Nsingo, who will not allow them to take our land and our minerals over our dead bodies. Thank you very much. As I said, at every stage we have had puppet governments in Africa. And the imperialists are trying at all times to have puppet regimes, imperialist lackeys.
Are you therefore saying we have a puppet regime?
This is the pro-imperialist government we have in Zambia today. This is the most reactionary government we have ever had in the history of this country. You cannot compare it with any other government in terms of being pro-imperialist. This is a pro-imperialist government. This is an imperialist puppet government. These are imperialist lackeys. That's why AFRICOM is coming today to set an office. They could not do it in the previous government. They could not do it. This is the government for transnational corporations. This is the government for imperialist interests. This is the most reactionary government this country has ever had. This is the government that is betraying, that has betrayed our whole independence struggle. It's giving away what our people died for. It's giving away to the imperialists what our people died for, what our Ngoni ancestors died for.
If you look at the statement from government, even President Hakainde Hichilema's statement yesterday, he declined that there's no base that's going to be set up here in the country, and as far as this deal is concerned, this will enhance our military capabilities.
Where has America enhanced military capabilities of any country? Wherever there have been problems. They were in Afghanistan for 20 years. I remember when they were getting to Afghanistan, I wrote an editorial comment as editor of the Post. Why start endless wars when humanity has got so many problems that have got nothing to do with the power of firearms? 20 years later, they have left Afghanistan. Is Afghanistan a safe country today? They went into Iraq. Is Iraq a safe country today? They went into Libya. Is there peace in Libya today? They have got 170 bases. Let me finish.
Yes.
They have got 170 bases in 8 countries. Since the World War II, they have started more wars. They have been involved in more wars outside their own territory. No war fought on their own territory. They have been fighting wars all over the world. There's no country that has been involved in wars than the USA today. Since World War II.
I wanted to just
they were in Vietnam.
Yeah, based on the countries that you're mentioning and the examples you're giving, shouldn't we look at the circumstances that led to the USA going into those countries? Isn't it different with us having an office here?
Don't forget, we fought a liberation struggle in Southern Africa. We fought a liberation struggle for many decades. Zambian soldiers died. Zambian civilians died. Infrastructure was destroyed. On which side were the Americans? They were on the side of people we were fighting to liberate ourselves. They were on the side of apartheid South Africa. They were on the side of the white racist minority regime in Zimbabwe, in Rhodesia. They supported Portuguese colonialism in Mozambique, in Angola, in Guinea-Bissau, in Cape Verde, on the African continent. Since when did America defend our interests, defend our sovereignty, ensure our security? What has changed in the world? What has changed in Africa? Yes, there's no country that can solve all its problems on its own, including the USA itself. We need cooperation, but not this type of cooperation. And also, don't forget, military and intelligence are very, very vital institutions to any society. To the American people, to us, to any other country. They are not only for security, but also they are for economic and social development. Those who don't pay attention to their intelligence, to their military, they will never develop. No country has succeeded without paying a lot of attention to its military. They are not only military or intelligence, they are also economic institutions. We need to pay more attention and mold a doctrine that fits our needs. The American military, the American intelligence is there to serve American interests. And they are saying it. That's why they are here. They are not here to serve Zambian interests. They are here to serve American interests. The office that they are opening is not to serve Zambian interests. It's to serve American interests. You don't have an office to run your military, to train anything elsewhere. Why should the Americans set up their institutions here? And we also know it's not just an office. We have seen what they have done in Ghana, what they are doing in Ghana. Under similar arrangements, we want to manage our own affairs.
You mentioned SADC and the struggle for independence in this region. Some SADC member countries, particularly Zimbabwe, have reacted angrily. That's some opposition political party leaders in Zimbabwe of the news of this office being set up in Zambia, claiming that they are a target by the US government. To what extent does this office threaten peace in the SADC region?
The Zimbabweans know what it is to liberate themselves. They are a product of a long and very difficult liberation struggle. They fought the white racist regime with arms under the Chimurenga War. They defeated the white racist regime, which was supported by who? By the same people. For all their difficulties, for all their failures, give it to them. They have a progressive line, they have an understanding of what it means. We have a reactionary puppet regime here today. They are supporting puppet regimes, they are trying to create puppet regimes all over the world. And here is not an exception. This is not different from the government of Cecil Rhodes. And mind you, the BSA company that was run by Cecil Rhodes, who took it over? Anglo-American, the Oppenheimers. And who are they dealing with today? The puppet regime that is here. They promoted it. They are promoting it. We always have agents of imperialism. The same way we had the African slave hunters taking their own people and giving them over to go to the Americans.
Dr. Membe, with all that has been said and done, and the information that has been provided by government so far, is there any positive that you can see from AFRICOM being set up in Zambia? What are these? Are there any advantages?
Let's cooperate with everybody, maintaining our sovereignty, maintaining our independence. That has been our policy all along. That has been the policy of the AU. That has been the policy of SADC. We are not interested in any cooperation that takes away our sovereignty, that takes away our independence. What is wrong with them operating the way they have been operating with us before? What was wrong? Why do they want to establish an office here? For what? Are we at war here? We don't need them. Let them deal with us the way we have been dealing with each other. Yes, the Americans have the right to safeguard their own interests. We also have the right to safeguard our own interests. Let them be concerned about their security, but they should also allow us to be concerned about our security. We don't influence their security. We don't tell them what to do. Let them also not tell us what to do. We don't want the office here.
So you don't see any advantage whatsoever,
No,
even with the military-to-military cooperation.
Military-to-military cooperation has been there, and is necessary, and is there.
Advancements, because this one says there'll be advancements of, modernization of our military equipment.
No, we can do that at a distance. And the SADC position and the AU position has been that. Do it at a distance. That's the AU position. Why is the AU opposed to this? Why has been SADC opposed to this? Why has been ECOWAS and other regional bodies in Africa opposed to this? We have seen what this type of policy has done to Latin America. We have seen it. It's not new. Let's not be fooled by new colonialism. Let's open our eyes. We have been cheated for too long. Let's build our own future. Nobody will build it for us. Let's build our own security. Nobody will build it for us. We don't want policies that in the end they will turn our soldiers, they will turn our intelligence officers into the enemies of the people. Them, in their own countries, their soldiers, their intelligence officers are loved. They are glorified. These are sacred institutions. Today, in this country, you hate your intelligence officers. You hate your soldiers. You hate your police officers. As if these are evil institutions. They are necessary institutions that have been abused. Abused to perform duties on other people's behalf. We want our own institutions.
I want to move away from this topic and just look at